Yo ho ho, the bottle of sake. How's it going, my fellow Homo sapiens? It's your boy, the legendary Hadou, and I'm coming at you with that Gantz Chapter 4 manga review, The Signs of Battle. This and more coming at you next. Alright, so this chapter here, I'm going to be honest with you, this was going to be my make it or break it. This is what's going to be the chapter where either A, I'm going to be super hyped up to read and I'm going to be counting down the days until the next chapter, or I'm going to be, I read the next chapter when it comes out, when I see it. This chapter here was definitely one of those chapters, so I'm hoping something happens. I hope something big is going to go down. Please let us get out of this room. I mean, we had the last two previous chapters. We just kind of been sitting in that room. Not a lot of stuff has happened. We just kind of been chilling in that room. This chapter here was definitely a breath of fresh air. It definitely was refreshing at the end of this chapter because we finally get some progress. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Chapter 4, The Sign of Battles, and what happened. So when we open up this chapter, we see people running, grabbing some guns, grabbing some boxes. We see people grabbing the X gun, the X shotgun. We see some grabbing the Gantz sword. Now, if I remember right, the Gantz sword in the original Gantz was locked in a room with the bikes. You couldn't get it until you unlocked it. So in this case, in this one here, it seems like these three weapons are already unlocked. The X gun, the X shotgun, and the Gantz sword. Now we see some people, they look like they just never seen any of this technology before, any of these guns before. And to be honest, to be fair, I kind of understand that because this is the Edo era. So clearly they're mostly known about like swords, not these futuristic weapons. Like some of these guns is like, yo, what the hell is this? How do I use this? Matter of fact, one of the girls is holding the gun like this. It was the X gun. And she's looking like, this looks like something from the West. So as people are grabbing their boxes, one of the older ladies in the room noticed that the name is written on the box. And Hanbi is looking and it's like, how does this thing knows my name? He has this confusion look on his face. And then we pan over to some of the guys. They notice that there's a bald-headed man inside the ball and they call him a buns. If I'm understanding what a buns is a Japanese or Chinese term for a Buddhist monk. They attempt to wake the guy up, however they have no luck waking this guy up at all. And then we get back to the guide. I'm gonna start calling him the guide or the informer because the reality of it is we haven't got a name for this person and I really don't know, is he a male or is she a female? Looks feminine. I think it's a female. It looks like she has lipstick on, I think, but you know, I'm just going to sit back and wait until I figure out is it a male or female. I'm gonna call it the guy. I'm gonna call the person the guide for right now because he's guiding them, he's informing them what they got to do. So at this point, he pulls out the Gantz sword and he's like, hey, this is how you use this. This is how you use this weapon. And one of the other guys says, it feels like we're getting ready to go to battle. And he's like, you're right. We're getting ready to go to battle. For us to be successful, for us to survive, for us to go home, we have to win this battle. We're getting ready to go to war. Prepare yourself. We cannot return home alive unless we win this. And then at this point, as he's explaining it, he starts to yell again. Everyone, please hurry. We are running out of time. Now, I took this as not that he cares about everyone. I took this as he's telling everyone because if everyone gets dressed and everyone gets a weapon, there's a higher chance for everyone to survive. It's not like, yeah, I really care about y'all lives. I really want y'all to get dressed and get a weapon. It's if everyone gets dressed, we work together, we have a higher chance of being successful. We can do this and we can go home. I believe that he survived one of the previous Gantz games. He's the only survivor, and I'm quite sure that he has survived maybe multiple Gantz games. So it seems like he's trying to let them know, please, come on, get a box, put the suit on, grab a weapon, let's do this. And then we pan over to Hanbi. And without any hesitation, we see Hanbi, he's already getting halfway dressed. He got the gloves on, he got the shirt halfway on. The man is putting on the suit, and I really like this about this character because it shows that this character is going to be a go-getter. He's not wasting any time. I guess when he showed when he showed Hamby that he could toss him across the room with one hand. Hamby's like, yo, I want that power. Let me go ahead and get dressed. So I really did like that. Then you have some of the other people in the room. They're a little confused. They're asking each other. They're like, what should we do? Should we get dressed too? Should we not? So they're looking a little confused. They're like, should we follow? Should we not follow? And at this point, we move over to Masakachi, and he's already sitting there, just chilling. He's already got the Gantz suit on. He got the Gantz sword in his hand, and he's just sitting there looking badass, ready for battle. I like this guy already. I'm quite sure he's going to be the really cool, laid-back, very skilled character that's going to kick a lot of ass, probably get all the chicks, all the bitches. He's going to be the badass character in this series. I really like how this guy didn't waste any time. He's already dressed. He's already ready to go. He's just sitting there, just prepared. And that's one thing I really did like. We do move over to the girl. I believe she's the daughter of a shogun. And her name is already on the box. However, it's not translated yet, so hopefully they have a translation up there for her name. I feel like she's definitely going to be important. I'm quite sure she's not going to be badass at first, but I'm quite sure she's going to be someone's love interest, or she's going to have some big role. I just really don't see her getting killed off really, really fast. And as people are getting dressed, and as people are wondering what should they do, finally, we start to see people teleport into the battlefield. First, the top of their head. Then their heads start to disappear. And as this is happening, the people in the room starts to panic. You can smell the fear in that room. People are starting to go crazy. People are scared. They don't know what's going on. They're looking across the room. Half of the people's heads are missing. It's like, what's going on? They're still alive. Where their heads at? What's going on? They're just freaking out. And the guide starts to yell. Grab whatever you can grab. Grab a gun. Grab a box. Grab a sword. Anything will do. Just grab something. And at this moment, you just know that things are getting ready to get real. And as things are getting real, one by one, people are starting to teleport out slowly out of the room into the battlefield. And you start to see people gripping their boxes with their life, just holding on. Oh man, what's getting ready to happen? And then finally, we hit the battlefield. It's at night. You can hear the crickets chirping in the background. The fresh, cool air blowing through your hair. The moon shining as bright as it can bright. And your eyes just some of the characters' eyes needed to take a second to adjust. Because they was in this very, very bright room. And now they're at night. So their eyes got to adjust. They're looking around. You see some trees. It looks like there's some water running on the side. And then the guy yells, "They're coming! They're coming!" And you're like, who's coming? You know, you're confused. Who's coming? You know, you're looking around. Is it from a different faction? What's going on? Who's coming? And then you start to hear some noise, very distant. Tour guide yelling, "They're almost here!" And then the noise started to get louder. And louder! And then you start to see something off in the distance. You really can't make it out. But it gets closer and closer. And the sound gets louder and louder. Until finally, they're close enough. And you see these abominations. These half-human, half-beast, half-human, half-crow-like creatures. Decked out in samurai armor with sharp sticks in their hand, ready to slaughter. And that's the end of chapter 4, The Signs of Battle. Oh, man! So we got these crow-like humanoids to get ready to fight. And you know these crow-like humanoids are probably going to be trash mobs, but they're probably going to kill a lot of these people. Man, oh man, what a chapter. the ending for chapter 4 was definitely a payoff. Like I was saying, it was definitely refreshing. I was looking for them to get it out of this room so we can finally get somewhere. Now to talk about the designs of the aliens so far. I'm really liking the design of the aliens. What I'm really hoping for Gantz E is that I'm really hoping that they have this kind of yokai / Oni Japanese look for the aliens in this series. I really hope they have that kind of look throughout the whole entire series. These crow humanoids look pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. I really like how they look. They look very unique. I like it. I'm just hoping they don't go down a route like they did in Gantz G. I mean, I read the manga, I enjoyed the manga, but some of the aliens there just seemed like there was mismatch. It was like, it was just random. Except like the end alien where you got the mermaid alien. She looked kind of cool, but with Gantz E, I really hope that we have some really unique and cool looking aliens that just really kind of give that Edo feel. This chapter here, I enjoyed it. The quality of the chapter was great. Finally, we're in the battlefield. I can't wait to see what's going to happen in chapter 5. It's insane. Who's going to die? Who's going to live? To be honest, who I think is going to survive, it's Gantz. You really just don't know. I mean, Gantz, you really just don't know. I really feel like Hanbi is going to survive. Masakachi is probably going to survive for a while. And the girl of the shogunate is probably going to survive. And probably the guide. I think that person's going to survive. So those are the 4 people that I think is going to live for a little bit. But no one's safe in Gantz. Overall, I enjoyed this chapter. I can't wait for the next chapter to drop. But what did you think about this manga? Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Please let me know in the comment box below. But that's all I have for you today. Please rate, subscribe, comment, and share. It really helps the channel. Thanks for watching. Mata ne.